Hey everybody, it's me Chris. I'm back over here in the kitchen. Today I'm going to show you one of my favorite breakfast recipes. I'm going to show you how to make a Western omelet. I'm going to show you how to do it two ways, diner style and rolled. So check out my ingredients. So take a look at my ingredients. So I got here, I diced up some onions and I'm posting a video. You go check it out on how to dice an onion. And I did the same thing with bell pepper. I got yellow, orange, and red. Check out that video on how to dice a bell pepper if you want to learn how to do that. I got some diced ham. This was just leftover from Christmas. All right, so I got about 2 cups onions, 2 cups of bell pepper, and about 1.5 cups of the diced ham. I'm making omelets for 4 people, so this is a lot, but you know, it depends on how much you're making, on how many peppers, onions, and ham you need, obviously. I got some white American Cooper cheese, and then each omelet we're gonna make with 3 eggs. All right, you want to use butter to cook your omelet, that's fine. I'm just going to use some nonstick spray. I got some extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, and I think that's all we need. All right, so when I make a Western omelet, I like to cook the peppers and onions really well. So I got a really hot pan, a large 12-inch skillet here, nonstick. I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to come in first with the peppers, and then I'll put the onions on top of that. All right, so I'll let those peppers start to sear off, and I'm going to season these very simply. Nice pinch of salt, and then some fresh cracked pepper. All right, so these are starting to sear. I'm just going to toss these a little bit, and I'm going to continue to cook these. I got my spatula here to help me. I just want to cook these down till the peppers are nice and tender, and the onions are a little bit caramelized, and they have some really great flavor. All right, so this looks good. My peppers are nice and soft, and my onions are nice and caramelized. And now I'm just going to add the ham, and really just adding the ham just to warm it up because it's already cooked. And then I'm just going to set this aside, and we'll make some omelets. All right, so I got my clean 8-inch skillet. I'm just going to heat this up, and we'll make the first omelet. And I got to crack my eggs. And what I like to do is I like to crack them on the side of the bowl here. Just hold the bowl with your hand, crack the side there on the flat part, and they should come right out. All right, so I clean my hands. I'm just gonna season these eggs. Just a pinch of salt, not too much because the ham is salty, and some fresh pepper, just like that. And then we're gonna give this a good mix with my fork, just like this. So really mix your eggs well. All right, so I switched to the rubber spatula because it helps me scrape out the eggs. I don't like to waste it, so I'm going to make the first omelet now. I'm going to make this one diner style. What that means is I'm just going to mix the peppers, onions, and ham in with the eggs, okay? So you could use butter if you want. I'm just using some nonstick spray. So I'm going to put that in, and then my peppers and onions. And this really is up to you how much you want to use. I'm using 3 eggs here, so I think that's a pretty good amount. All right, I'm just going to spread that out. And I'm going to pour my eggs. And again, this is why it's diner style, because this is all going to be mixed in, almost like a frittata. I'm going to pour my eggs right in there. Okay, I'll just move this around a little bit. And it's basically like, yeah, it's like cooking a frittata. So I'm just going to scrape the edges. And I want to get this basically cooked. And then I'll show you how to finish it with some cheese. And this don't take long at all. So you can see, I mean, my eggs are almost pretty much cooked already, okay? I got my heat on about medium, all right? And these eggs look good. And then it depends on how you like your eggs cooked. I mean, if you like them well done, what you could do is flip this over, just put it on a plate and then turn it over. But for me, I'm just gonna flatten these out to a nice even layer, just like that. I think that looks good. And now I'm going to put the cheese, and see, I'm going to fold this out onto the plate using my handle, right? So I'm going to put the cheese this way, going the same direction so I can fold it over. And just give that a second, let it finish cooking for like 30 seconds, and we'll put it on a plate. All right, so I moved the burner out of the way just so I can show you this. And this is what you will get if you go into the diner. So we're going to unmold this. And I'm going to push it to the edge with my spatula and just fold it in half, just like this. Okay? And then you'll see if you've ever been to a good diner, you've seen this before. Nice browning on the omelet. And like I said, you got the peppers, onions, and ham are cooked into the omelet, and you got the cheese in the middle. So that's diner style. All right, so now we're gonna do the folded or rolled style omelet, Western omelet. And what I'm gonna do is same thing, nice clean pan, some nonstick spray, but this time I'm just gonna go right in with the eggs first. Okay, just like that. And then I'm gonna cook these kind of like a French omelet. And if you never saw my video for a French omelet, go check it out. But I want a nice soft omelet. So I'm gonna shake the pan, move it around, scrape the sides a little bit. And I wanna basically get these eggs to where they're almost cooked. Grab my cheese. All right, I think this is pretty much good. So I like my omelets a little bit softer. All right, so I'm gonna spread this out just like this. And you can see my eggs are cooked, but not completely cooked. They're still a little soft in the middle. And now what I'm gonna do is very similar. I'm just gonna put my cheese down like this. And then I'm gonna stuff, this is a rolled or stuffed omelet. I'm gonna put the ham, peppers, and onions in the middle, just like this. All right, I'll shut off the heat and I'll show you how to unmold this from the pan. All right, so this is ready to unmold. I got my plate and I'm just gonna push this to the edge a little bit, just let the pan go back and forth. And we're not gonna make it a half moon like we did with the diner one. We're gonna do a traditional unmolding. So I fold that end, I fold this end, you see it's kind of wrapped. And then I'm just gonna sit the pan right on my plate and I'm holding it with my spatula, you see that? And then just flip it over and there you go. That's how you get the rolled Western omelet. All right, so here's the side by side. I mean, two beautiful omelets. So this is the diner style. Again, similar to a frittata, you have the peppers, onions, and the ham cooked into the egg and folded in a half moon shape. And then this is the way I like it. This is more traditional. This is the French style rolled omelet. So what'll happen is, and you could see it, the cheese will start melting in there and mix in with everything. And it gives you a nice, creamy, soft texture in the middle. Two ways to do it, but really both delicious. So that's it. That's how you make a Western omelet. And hey, if you've never had one before, I highly recommend you try it. It is one of our all-time favorites. We used to go to breakfast very often with my father-in-law, and we all got the same thing. We always got Western omelets. It was a tradition. And so this video is dedicated to him, to Papa E. And hey, I hope you liked the video. I hope you make these. Thanks for checking it out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.